Something that I think everyone will find beneficial in Excel is learning how to make macros. And they sound really complicated, but honestly, they're straightforward and simple enough. I think anyone can learn how to make them. And what they are is a way to create a button to perform certain tasks over and over again. So if you export a report or information from a website and you want that information to be remembered, and done again and again in the exact same way, this will be useful to you. So let's just get started. So right now I have some information and I want to make some formatting changes and also make a pivot table. And I want to remember that process so that next month when I run this exact same report, it will do all of that with the click of a button. And to get started, you go to the bottom of your screen. You'll have this little button here called it's like a macro recording button. If you don't have that, you can also go to data, I believe it is. No, you can go to view and go to macros and then record macro from there. But I like to use this little button, so I'm going to do it that way. And when you select it, you'll see you can give the macro a name. I'm going to call it Notice I didn't put a space, I used an underscore because you cannot have spaces in the macro name. I'm not going to give it a shortcut, and very importantly, I'm going to save it into personal macro workbook rather than just this one because I want all of Excel to remember this, not just this workbook itself, because I'm using this for different reports going forward. So then I select OK. All right, now if you go to the bottom, you'll see that little box is empty. That means it's recording. So any changes I make are now going to be part of this macro. So here we go. Let's get started. Your formatting may be different, so this part's not as important. It's just important to show how the changes can be remembered. So this may be, something you do. I selected all of the columns, double-clicked to get everything to fit. Maybe do a little color. I'll give it a filter and let's just delete the product SKU. Okay, now I'm going to make a pivot table. I selected everything, insert pivot table on a new sheet. Okay. I'm going to name my other sheet Okay, so I made all the changes. I've got a little filter on this pivot table where I can select multiple items and see each individual and what they bought. I've got a total. Everything's looking pretty good. This is the process that I want the macro to remember. So now I'm going to end the recording by going to the bottom, selecting that button again. And now it's a matter of finding that macro button, making it accessible so I get it every time. And we need a quick action toolbar to do that. And I don't have mine showing, so I'm going to show you how to get it. You just hover in this area here, this gray area, and right click. There we go. Show quick access toolbar. Now I don't have much on my quick access toolbar right now. And to add things, you can click this Customize Quick Action Toolbar dropdown. I'm going to go to More Commands. I'm going to go to this Popular Commands dropdown and select Macros. Now I have the macro tutorial that I just ran. I need to add that to the toolbar, so I need to select it and click Add. And now I'm going to rename it. So I'm going to make sure it's still selected, hit Modify, and here I can give it a name. You can put a space in this name. That's okay. I'll call it Sales Report. And you select an icon to represent this macro, which is pretty fun. There's a lot of options. I'll just select this little bars chart one and select OK. So now it'll look like that on my menu when it's there. So I'm going to select OK. You'll see it is up there now, sales report, but I can't demonstrate it on this because this data is already formatted. I need to open a new Excel. So I'm going to get out of this. Okay, so I've opened up a brand new sheet. As you can see, it looks like the original. It's got nothing, no other tabs, not formatted really. I believe I started with this not bolded, so I'm just going to unbold that. And now if I run the macro, it should work. So we're just going to click that button. You'll see it's processing. And it's all done. It remembered all those steps. The original data has been formatted. SKU is gone. There's now filters. The formatting is good, and it automatically made this pivot table with all of the data that we wanted. So that is it. Now you cannot change a macro once you made it. Or if you can, it involves scripting and being able to code a little bit. So it's not quite as simple. So I recommend re-recording if you're not very tech savvy. But this is it. I hope this helped you guys. Please check out my playlist in Excel where I have a lot more tips and tricks. And I just appreciate you watching. Thanks.